Time to build my third and final home using Hearthfire. This is my least favorite location, so I put it off the longest. Heljarchen Hall is my first favorite location. I love its proximity to Skyrim, the beautiful view of Dragon's Reach when the weather's good on a clear day. Lakeview Manor is also very nice because it's southern and it's a lot of flowers down there. And particularly with the little mod that I have, in which a couple of different, there's this mod maker who makes these little tiny places that are like Morrowindy architecture. There's little oak wood, which is right next to it, so these guys are in effect sort of like my neighbors, and they make it a little less lonely out here, because otherwise I've got some pretty creepy neighbors. But Windstad Manor, it's cold, blustery. The good days are poor. However, one of the things that it has that no other place has is a fishery. So if you need, say, River Betty, as I do for some of my potions, you go out and catch one, dump it in your fishery, and you come back a little while later and you got a half a dozen of them. You get in the water, you catch them. It's a really nice way to harvest rare fish. So here we go. Windstad Manor. Primary home is Heljarchen Hall, where I have extra bedrooms and beds. It's where I keep my wife and my child. Lakeview Manor is my greenhouse, where I grow a lot of stuff. This place, I think, I'm going to make the alchemy/enchanting tower. But no home, I'm not going to do the library, because no home is a home without a kitchen, in my mind. Gotta have the kitchen. So here we are. The gang's all here. They're going to have to hang tight for just a second. This may not be terribly interesting to them. And we may end up going on some materials searches. Okay, let's go start out. There's nothing here right now other than a little bit of wood. In Hearthfire, as I understand it, you do have shared wood piles. So we'll set up the, if you've never seen this before, Hearthfire is a $5 plugin. Now all of a sudden after doing this, I have a little spot here where the small house / main or entryway is going to be. And for some people, just building the small house, having a place to crash is enough. I had intended to do that with Lakeview Manor. I did not end up doing that. I ended up just going crazy. With the exception of the cellar, I built everything else. So, 10 quarried stone.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I?
It would be. Just let me quarry some stone. I can't remember where it is around here. Every place has a nearby stone quarry location. Yes, let's talk right now.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I?
Yes.
What do you think of Heneri?
Well, I think I quite like her.
So do I. She may be sort of a lunatic, but she's a nice lunatic.
Yep. Now you've got to remember there's a clay deposit and a rock deposit. They're not too terribly far away from where.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little?
Okay, not right now, honey. I've got to build a home.
Talk later.
Yeah. And it's somewhere, I'm trying to remember where the rock is. It might be right here. Alright. See, they even leave you a pickaxe if you don't have one. Kind of mark the location.
What a lovely evening this is.
It is a lovely evening. It'll be...
I'll not argue that.
At times like this, I'm so glad that I decided to go to Skyrim.
I suppose so, yes.
Of course.
Well, apparently we're going to have these two be able to dialogue with each other. Alright, I only needed 10 stone. Ooh, and I had some in my chest, I forgot. I'll pick them up. They give you sort of what you need.
Braids seem old-fashioned, but I think the effect is quite...
I love those braids. I love them. Carrying too much to be able to move. This is true, and I'm going to need to build, a smelter. Well,
Army. And once I was able to use the blade to strangle a sprig and
10 nails, so I'm going to make some nails now. I am going to want to build a smelter sooner rather than later, because otherwise it's going to be a terrible pain in the butt having to...
This is nice. Don't you think so?
I do. Oh dear, I think I'm running out of... I don't have enough iron ingots on hand. Oh, I have 7. Let me see if I'm going to be able to do any miscellaneous building. No, I'm going to have to build this small house first. I will not furnish it.
Isn't it romantic how Erin rescued me
Whoops.
all outside the ruin?
More
and
nails.
nursed her back
Sorry.
to health? I wonder, would you do the same for me?
I absolutely would. And this building materials category is a category that comes with Hearthfire. So... Okay, now I need iron fittings, lock,
The sky is so beautiful
2 hinges.
tonight. Don't you think so too?
Okay, I do. I got a lock, which I have all the ingredients. 2 hinges, iron fittings. I'll always need more nails. Okay, we got the door.
I never forget the first potion I made. It was supposed to restore health, but my father almost died of it.
Now, unfortunately, we've run into a problem because I'm going to need more iron ingots to build the smelter. So, it's time to go on a shopping trip already. We're going to make this quick. Alright, kids, let's go. And the closest place is going to be Morthal, probably. And I'm over encumbered, so I'm going to have to drop some stuff off.
I can't.
Okay, I'll drop off the clay, drop off the quarried stone. Even though I'm okay now, but I'm going to pick up enough iron that I may not be. And
I understand why any girl would wear a Daedric helmet. They're downright ugly. Don't you think so too?
wasn't sure if she was talking to me. All right. It's going to be late. We may grab a place to catch a few Z's and take it from there. This town should be doing a little bit better since we helped it solve its problems. More side in. I hope Illia is not uncomfortable, but going to give Illia a place to sleep.
Right. Running an inn weren't my plan, but Falian decided to move here, so I joined him.
Yeah, I've got to check into Falian one of
Sure
these days.
thing. It's yours for a day.
I forgot that I have not done that in this
I'll show
playthrough.
you to your room. Right this
And
way.
there are some concerns about him. But later on.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I think that'll do.
I'm tired of this place. It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, would you be interested if I told you a little about myself?
Absolutely.
When I grew up, my best friend was a girl called Britt. We were the same age and our parents knew each other. We had lots of fun doing the things every Nord kid enjoy. Skiing, skating, hunting, fishing, training rats. And betting on which of the adults will be the next one to bark.
Oh
I'm
yes. Who hasn't
sure
done that?
you used to do the same kind of things when you were a kid. Britt and I were inseparable until we were 15. Then her dad got work as a hunter at a castle on an island outside of Solstein,
Oh.
and the family moved. I can't recall the name of the place. I think it started with O. Anyway, last time I heard from Britt, she was working there as a castle maid. I hope I will see her again sometime in the future. Maybe the two of us could visit her at some point.
Well, Solstheim is not completely out of the question any longer. All right. Relax here, please.
Good idea.
I can't remember if she uses this bed or not. She may not. Yeah, this bed may be owned by me. But in any event, we're going to have to wait until the morning to buy what we need. And it may include... Alright, sorry about all that. We're good to go though. I wonder where Villia went. One way to always find out.
Tell me honestly, how do you like my singing? I mean, am I at risk to end up on the Dark Brotherhood's death list like Paul Lurber?
No.
I see that you have a copy of the book Beggar Prince. If you give it to me, I can read it aloud for you if you wish.
She's been going through my stuff, just like all the important people in my life. All right. Let me check your gear.
Of course.
I shall give you. This is the easy way to do it. Easy way to give her Beggar Prince.
Anytime.
All right, we'll do the reading later, hopefully in our new home. And right now we're going to, I've got to try to remember, where do I buy the wood from? It's down over here. Well, first of all, I want to buy my ingots. I can't remember. Thunir. File in.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Yeah, that does kind of bite. Do these guys not have a blacksmith? Certainly every town has a blacksmith. I can't remember.
Wow, look at that road. Are you a wizard?
Yeah, kind of, in a way. Not a very good one. I know I'm going to need a little bit more wood before I can get a steward to do it for me.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Thank you. I'd like to buy some lumber.
Doing some building, eh?
I am.
We can. I'll have them hauled over right away.
All right, now let's do another
Doing
batch.
some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
And the Hearthfire lumber pile is like a community pile that's
Good
shared between your homes. Now I've just got to find a place to buy some iron from. And I can't remember. Oh, I left Villia there. Oops. All right.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Yeah. Me and my honeyed words. Oh no, this is an alchemist shop. Wrong place. Wrong place. My bad. Total bad. Alright, let's go get Villia. Take off. And, hey there.
Yes?
Let's hit the road.
What's up?
Let's go.
Sure.
Alright. Yeah, I thought there was a blacksmith here in town, but I can't see anything that looks blacksmithy. See barracks.
I am your sword and your shield.
Lydia, what the hell are you doing here? Are you on a walkabout? Are you on a buying trip or something? There's Ben.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Alright, so the only... Do we have a blacksmith that works on this? Oh, wait, this isn't blacksmithy. See, this is what happens when you run around and get too crazy. Pretty soon you can't remember what you're supposed to be doing. Here we... No, that's not either. Well, there's no smelter. Alright. Must not be a blacksmith in this town. That means we have to go to where the blacksmith is. And we know that there's one right here. Certainly, Berlin will have some ingots. Should be early afternoon, maybe, when we get there. I'm hoping. Alright, just afternoon. After you fast travel for a while around here, you kind of get a... Sometimes you get a feeling.
You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
You know, I may bungle it, but I try.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. The finest weapons and armor.
I'll settle for ingots. All of them. All of them. And... I think that'll do.
Return.
I will return. I always return to you. And all of my other blacksmith friends. I need my blacksmiths. I need my general merchants, too. Alright, there's our home. This is what we built last night. Kind of an empty shell. And we're not going to do anything to it. With the Lakeview Manor part, if you watch that video, you go back, you can see what the house looks like when it's improved, the one-room house. And I intended to use it as a place to crash when I was in that part of Skyrim with companions that needed to sleep, or when I was playing a character that needed to sleep. Now we're going to go ahead. We've got enough stuff that we can build our smelter. That's important. Alright. And the smelter will make us powerful because then we can do a lot of our own stuff. 2 iron fittings. We will probably make more than 2 because we use these things a lot.
I really like your outfit. But your eyes so well.
Thank you.
I really like your outfit. It matches your
I
eyes
wouldn't
so
joke
well.
about that.
Thank you.
I don't think so.
Hey now.
Can I ask you something?
What's on your mind?
I'm thinking of changing my hairstyle. Do you think I would look good if I cut it short?
Nah, I don't think so.
You know, that's exactly what I thought you would say.
I have a lot of iron ore, but now that I have a smelter, I can convert it to ingots. I can make steel. It's nice.
Guess I'm just being silly.
Go ahead and make all this stuff. Alright, I've made all my outside stuff. Let's take a look at what we've done so far, even though I'm burdened. So now we have our basic house, we have our outside animal pen, we've got the garden
You
area.
shouldn't use magic when you're near children. They will just ask you to make them invisible.
Our
And
smelter
if
is...
you do, their mothers will hate you.
That's true. You two talk. Got the animal thing here, and the fishery is down over the side here. We can't see it right now, but I'll show it to you a little bit later. Now,
I'm right behind you.
Here we go. She is a steward. She's a steward-capable character. I need a steward for my house. Are you interested?
I'd be honored to be your steward. You've built a fine steading here.
Yep. Another Lydia voice character. Ah, there we go. Now, what we're going to do is, it's my responsibility to build
Until next time.
the exterior parts. And pretty soon we're going to see, since I'm Thane of Hjalmarch, we'll see, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's my housecarl. He'll show up too and patrol the property.
I'm glad that the people of Whiterun seem to appreciate Alarm's work.
See, she's doing steward's
As her
work.
husband Nassim hardly seems to appreciate her at all.
She's over there at the clay deposit. What I'm going to do is now build the... Whoops, I'm going to go design the exterior. The drafting table here. And main hall. Alright, let's go build that sucker. Now that I have a steward, she can get me more lumber. I don't have to do that myself anymore. That's one of the nice things about it.
I heard him tell a joke. I understood it. It just wasn't funny.
No, sometimes they're not funny. Let's build a lock. Try not to overdo it because I am a little low on materials right now. Just kind of go back and forth. They put everything very close together. That's nice. Foundation. Wall framing. I need more stone. Have I used enough stone that I can run yet? Nope. So I'll dump off my clay. Which I still have a lot of. Can I run now? Yes, I can. Just to make sure, I want to make sure that is the clay, that's the clay deposit. And I had thought there was a closer rock source. Let me take a look around here.
Ouch.
Ouch is
So
right.
clumsy.
Yeah, they often have more than one. Alright, it's been a while since I built a home up here, so I'll go down here where I know there is the one. Nice little work area too down here, you know? You can build a smelter in the, you can make a cellar in your house, and there's like a little door right here. And but I mean, just the idea of a smelter in a cellar seems a little silly to me. It seems like it ought to be outside. This is a fine work area. You can duplicate it in your cellar if you want. I'm not going to build a cellar. Hi there. I'm not going to build a cellar in this house. Anyway. Now, let me quarry some rock.
Tell me, exactly how did you manage to defeat Alduin? I mean, your shouts can for sure scare me. But I found Alduin.
Oh, my shouts are mighty. Can I still run? Alright.
I wonder if my father would like one of those horn helmets for birthday present. No, probably not.
Maybe. Don't say probably
His
not.
friends would laugh if he put it on.
I think he's a Nord. Do it. For crying out loud. You know? Okay, now... Let's go ahead and...
Empty armor is small, but
See, now we need more logs and more nails. I have all the clay. And what I can do is, I'm going to dump off the clay for a second. I'm going to grab this. Oh, look at all this iron ore I have. That's right. I forgot that I got that on purpose. Alright, let's go ahead and take about 20 of them. And let's go down here. Drop off. Do I have dragon bones? Oh, for crying out loud. I don't need them. That right there, that fixes my problem. Alright, so let's run down here. Make some more ingots. Oh, first of all, we're going to talk to our steward.
Yes?
I'd like you to buy some building materials for me.
Of course. What are we running short of?
Lumber.
I'll see to it at once.
Alright, and you can have
Is
her
there
buy...
anything else you need?
You can have her buy other stuff,
I'll see to it at once.
but
Is there
it's...
anything else you need?
You know, and if you have a ton of money and you don't care, you can have her buy the stone and the clay.
Until next time.
It's easier for me just to go ahead and grab it myself. I like to do that. I like to feel like... I like the illusion that I'm actually making something. Alright. Let's smelt the crap out of this ore. Smelting the crap out of it. Smelt, 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 smelt. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Villia.
My hair chest the ground and curly.
No. I wouldn't change a thing about you. You're perfect just the way you are. Alright, so you see the main hall now. It's kind of coming together. We're to go inside. Let's do that. We still have light. We still have light. By the time night descends on this place, we'll even have a couple. We'll even have a couple of beds. I know she's hungry, but gotta make this house. Gotta make it. And it's considered Skyrim because it's not an interior yet. This is what it looks like. However, pretty soon it will be a house. Kind of cool to see it in progress, isn't it?
You know, I find it hard to
All right. And then we'll have my steward buy animals for me. Hire a bard. It'll be great. You can take a long time on this if you want. This is my, I think, my 7th, 8th, 9th home that I've made, so in my different playthroughs. I can't remember. Oh,
My sister is so afraid of spiders. I wonder what she would think of a dwarf spider.
it would freak her out because it would be like a computer spider, but you don't know what computers are, but trust me, they can be scary or nice. I'm just making a bunch of these. Some more nails. And while the
I
steward...
tried so hard to get better at spellcasting, but I just don't seem to have that in me.
I think you're doing very well with your healing. While the... Okay, now it's a house. I'm not going to do the cellar. I have no interest in the cellar. So let's take a look at this.
I find Tamriel Flora illustrated very interesting,
Okay.
especially the pictures.
East wing, you can have an armory, kitchen, library, and I have never done a library or armory simply because I always love the kitchen. Just to me it makes, I mean...
Have you ever seen a female giant? I mean, all those male giants must come from somewhere.
It's true, they must come from somewhere. Alright, we're going to go ahead and keep working on this. Kitchen doors, foundation. I need more quarried stone.
I don't like vampires. When you get right down to it, they think of us as food.
They do. More quarried stone. Whoa! Night is descending upon us. I would like to make some beds and give my companion a decent place to sleep. So we'll see how that works out.
If we just ask around, I'm sure someone will give us a quest to do.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Now that I'm almost... Now that I have a lot of extra room, I'm going to go ahead and quarry stone a little bit longer. get more than I need.
I don't ever want to work as a barmaid again.
Yep. Don't want you to have to work as a barmaid again. All right. Let's do some of this. Let's make that kitchen floor happen, kitchen wall supports happen, roof, walls.
Giants have their own cows. I guess they must be milk drinkers, mustn't they?
They must. All right, let's go inside the house. Do what we can to improve it a little bit. Make some furniture.
You lost.
Nope, my house. And now this, what we can do, I'm not going to do it just yet. Can't remember if I use this one or the upstairs one. Furniture. Yeah, let me go upstairs real quick.
Ouch! I'm so clumsy.
Oh, you're not clumsy. Alright. So for the bed, I'm going to have to go out and grab some straw. I like how the house has some...
If you want me to, I could play some music.
Need
Actually,
something?
I'll show you. I'd like you to make some improvements to the house.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
Entryway. Well, first... Oh, this is the wrong category. Carriage.
Very good. I'll see about hiring a carriage driver at once. Certainly. What did you have in mind?
We want a bard. He won't have anywhere to hang out, but it'll be fun anyway.
It would be pleasant to have some music in the house. I'll make some inquiries about retaining the services of a bard.
All right. I love this Lydia character type voice actress because listen to this.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
I love the inflection here on the horse and the cow.
Ah, good. There's one I've had my eye on. I'll see if it's still for sale.
And we're going to get a cow.
Certainly. What did you have? I'll keep an eye out for a good cow to purchase.
Thank you. And we'll buy, I think let's just get up to 3
Certainly.
chickens.
What did you have in mind? I'll see to it at once. Certainly. What did you have? I'll see to it at once.
And one more
Certainly.
chicken.
What did you have? I'll see to it at once.
I think at this point we don't have any other stuff to do for the exterior. I'd like you to buy some furnishings for the house.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
The still considers this a small house, so we'll go never mind at this point in time. Well, kitchen.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Now, all the stuff, I mean, in my first version of the house, I didn't know you could do this, so I actually ended up just running back and forth, in and out, trudging around when I had too much stuff, and just using the little workbenches in the home to build all the stuff. And tonight, she's not going to be able to get the beds that I want done soon enough, so we will do that ourselves. But what she's done so far is she's gotten us a horse. See, if we need it, there it is. Once you use this horse, it probably won't ever go back into the stall the same way. You have to buy another one. If it dies or whatever, it will come out and attack things for you, just like any horse does, but it can die. I've had giants,
Guess I'm just being silly.
bandits kill horses. Here's our carriage driver. As long as we're out and about, let's go down here and check out our fishery. We'll go get a river betty or two, stick it in here, and once you populate this thing. Excuse me. Once you populate that sucker, you go down there and you harvest fish. Come on out, Villia. Yeah, come on. There you go. What time is it? 9:11. All right, let's before she gets too tired, let's go ahead and keep working on this. I was going to grab some straw and make some beds. I know. We'll get it handled here. We'll get you taken care of. That's why we do this. I might not have built this home if I hadn't. There's our bard.
Good day to you. I am Sonir, the bard that your steward has hired. Please let me know if there's anything specific you want to hear.
All right. I like this part too.
Certainly. I am trained in the 3 traditional bardic instruments.
Play the lute.
Drum, and flute.
Lute, please.
The most elegant of instruments. The pinnacle of the bardic
It
art.
sure is. All right. Now let's go to the workbench. Make the beds that we need.
You read quite a lot of books, don't you?
I read
You should
tons.
be careful with your eyes. My father always says that too much reading is bad for the eyesight.
We need more leather strips. All right. But we have at least a bed now. And we have a pot. No, we don't. There's usually a little hearth here. Oh, look at this. Okay, so
What do you need?
you've been busy. I'd like you to buy furnishings for the
Of
house.
course. What room would you like me to furnish?
Main hall.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Okay, now I've got the problem
This
is,
place is a mess.
I know it is a
Well?
mess. You're right.
If you say so.
Am I the only one interested in keeping
Oh dear. Getting criticized for having a messy house. I need to convert that front area, that front place from a small home to an
What?
entryway.
Come on, just look at the floors. Dirt everywhere.
Oh dear. On and on she goes.
Good.
House,
Guess I'd better help out too.
remodel house into entryway. There we go. That was the problem. All right, now I can get her to do that as well as the main hall. Yeah, let's do that.
It's nice working together. Don't you think so too?
I do.
And once we are finished, I think we deserve a sweet drawn and a bottle of mead.
I agree. Do I have any leather? I do not have any leather in here. What have I got in my inventory? Alright, so I do have some leather that I can turn into leather strips at the usual tanning rack, which is usually over here, but apparently in this house it is.
Phew, I'm tired. This should be enough. Don't you think so too?
I think it should be plenty. Alright, I might go ahead and release Villia inside the house to relax. And I'm going to keep working on this thing. Okay.
This next song goes out to the Dragonborn, the savior of Skyrim.
Yes?
Want to stay here and relax for a while.
Good idea.
And I'm going to ask her if I can buy her a drink.
Home, sweet home. It's so good to be here, together with you.
Alright. Well, she's going to just take care of herself at this point. She'll. Hopefully she'll find something to nosh on.
Are you planning to stay up all night? Myself, I must admit I'm a bit sleepy.
On the field of this new war to wage. And if
All right.
Alduin wins, then is gone from this
What do you need?
world.
I'd like you to buy some furnishings for the house.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
The entry room.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Alright. So now she's going to go ahead and work on all this stuff. And
Until next time.
until next time.
And all heard the music of Alduin's doom. The sweet song
Hope she figures out where that bed is.
Sky
I know she's really good at figuring out where the bed in the bedroom is. For my part, I'm going to go out and keep working on the improvements on the 2 other wings. Now that we've got the kitchen handled. And those wings are going to be the ones that we don't have at the other place. They'll give a good view But there will be no porch on this house, which is the thing that I really love about the Hall house. And the back porch at Lakeview Manor overlooking the lake. Very nice. This house, though, won't have any of those. It'll have instead towers. And okay, so the north wing will be, you know, if we wanted a porch, we would do this. We're going to have the alchemy lab. Alright, and so we run out to the back of the house. We'll see that the alchemy lab, which is a tower, has been sort of fenced off. It'll rise up, and it'll be a nice place to view from high. Let's go ahead and do some building on it. Alright. We need iron fittings, locks, hinges, and nails. Okay, let's get to work. And we're going to be short on corundum ingots. And let's see what we have in our chest. We have plenty of ore. Let's take 10 of them. We have iron ore. Let's take 20. And let's go smelt some stuff. This particular layout, I wish it were a little bit closer to the front of the house, but it's pretty good in terms of having the smelter, the wheel, the table, and the anvil all next to each other. You'll recall at Hall, the anvil is pretty far away from the smelter and everything else. Oh, ingots. Iron. And we have enough of both that if we need to make some steel for something, we can do that. There's an anvil right there where we can also do some work, but I'm going to go ahead and do it here because it's close to the workbench. So I'll make another lock. Make a couple more locks because we'll probably end up using them. Alright, let's see what we end up doing with this stuff here. We need more logs, so more logs and more stones. What? No, that was for the cellar. Yeah, we're not building the cellar, so more logs. Alright. We'll go order more lumber from instead of having to go back to Mark Arthur, some other town, to Dawnstar to order lumber, we can just do it from here. Our magical steward. Ah, she found the bed. Isn't that great?
Oh, did you need something?
Nope.
Need something?
Need building materials.
Of course. What are we running I'll see to it at once.
And
Is there
lumber.
anything else you need? I'll see to it at once.
Alright.
Is there anything else you need?
No, and when you have a lot of money, take a look here, it just doesn't really impact your finances that much. I mean, I had, you know, what, 350, 360 something before, and it's hardly a dent.
Oh, did you need something?
And it's worth it. That makes me happy that she found this. Okay, so I wonder if it'll make me fall. I wonder if I'm going to fall onto the ground. I did, I dropped. Alright, but at least I've got my doors now. Work in progress. Okay, let's go finish the rest of this tower. Yeah, I realized when I walked out onto that second floor that I didn't have any anything done. I would have broken my legs in real life. So thank goodness it's not real life. Main supports. I need clay. Alright. And we know where clay is because we saw Illia right up here doing it. Whoops, I should have waited for that one last whack. Oh well. Didn't do it. Alright, first floor. And second floor supports. Second floor walls. Roof. Roof canopy. It's done. Let's go take a look at it. Windstad Manor. It's at some point in time here I expect to see the housecarl show up on the property, if he's not here already. And it may very well be that my... whoops. That's interesting. My steward has gone to bed. Alright. That's interesting that that Illia has no clothing on. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. Alright, so tell you what, let's go take a look at it, but let's go around this way. Give Illia her modesty. must be too warm in the house. Okay, so you have this room, you have a room below it, and you have a very nice view from this tower. And on a good day, you can actually look over toward Solitude. Are we looking there? Over toward the Blue Palace and see it. I hate to do this. Hopefully it won't wake anybody up. Whoops. Wrong thing, sorry. There you go. Now you can see the big rock that the Blue Palace rests on. That nasty little shack is out there somewhere, where we first met Astrid with the Dark Brotherhood quest. Where is it? It's right out over there. That's one of our closest neighbors, by the way, is that little shack. There's a crypt or a tomb right over here. That's another neighbor. But there it is. There's the Blue Palace. And Solitude right over there. And the East Empire Trading Company is over there. So we're pretty close to all those things, even though... And you can see a bunch of boat stuff out here. You can see the Emperor's old boat. That's not... It's the one that's out past that. Anyway. So that's what we have here. We get back inside this way. I'm not going to be able to sleep in the bed tonight without walking up to it backwards. Wanted to catch a few Z's. Alright. See if I can do it this way. There we go. See, we are able to retain her modesty, still catch a few hours. This will be enough. Everybody will be up by the time I get up. And manage to finish most of the basic construction at once. Let's go find the steward, get her to start working also on the tower. But it takes time. So what's fun is that you'll come back to this property from time to time and see what improvements have been done, because the steward will actually go out there, do around it. These improvements are made little by little. So the kitchen, for example, right now it just has this basic fireplace. come back, you have more furniture. Eventually you get
Good morning.
my favorite part, which is the oven over here. Very, very fun.
What do you need?
Furnishings, please.
Of course. What room would you like me to furnish?
Alchemy. And there's a weird bug
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
where I've already done the entry room, and if I ask her to do it
Of
again,
course. What room would you like?
she'll tell me that I can't afford it right now.
I'm sorry, but you can't afford that right now.
It doesn't seem to have any effect on the game because she's still going to work on it. So I don't know what exactly is going on there.
Until next time.
All right. Now I'm going to finish the rough construction for the last part of the house. And Villia's just going to hang out. And then after that we will take off and start another adventure somewhere else. Because like she said, there are people out there just waiting to ask us to help them do an adventure. All right. Let's go back to our table here. And now for this last edition, we're going to do we have bedrooms in the main home, we have the greenhouse in Lakeview Manor, so we'll go ahead and do the Enchanter's Tower, another nice tower with a view. And there we go. Once again,
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh yeah?
Your hands only.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say,
I
just that he was a friend of
think we
mine.
just found our next adventure.
Looks like that's it.
All right.
Got to go.
All right, I'm not going to read the letter just yet. No doubt it's from a mysterious friend who wants me to know where, because of my Thu'um, where I can find a new word of power. And thought for just a minute that I was going to see the house Carl. All right, anyway, this will be our new tower, and quite a spectacular view. Now we can see Solitude clearly. Just a relatively short hop, skip, and a jump across the slushy water, which is an excellent place, by the way, to find all sorts of good stuff that you can't find. If you want to bait the slaughterfish up to the shore, you can kill them that way. But I'll have to remember to get a River Betty and dump it in my new fishery, which I'm very excited about. That will help me with my alchemy also, by the way. Okay, let's go do some work. And we need more nails. And I don't want to go crazy because otherwise I'll end up in a chest full of stuff I can't use. And more clay. And more clay. Can't remember ever how much I'm supposed to get. I don't want to get too much. Alright. It's a pretty day. It's not, this is almost a little unusual how nice it is, so we'll just enjoy it. And 4 quarried stone. Just another little batch of quarried stone, and we'll be done with the basic construction on this house. Get our house, or our steward, to handle the other details. And we will come back and visit from time to time, enjoy the property, and it'll be great. If I want to, I can participate with the construction of the interior. You can see she's out here busy. Might help her find some other clothes that will be upgraded versions of stuff she's wearing that she can look a little more comfortable in. I don't know, we'll see. I'll read up on her stats, find out what she's good at. And more nails. I am a master architect. Just got that achievement unlocked. There we go. That's it. Nothing but the cellar to build. Not interested in doing that. And nothing to do down there for me but clear out skeevers, and I'm not going to put a bunch of stuff down in there, so I only have one house with a cellar. I haven't even finished all the stuff in there because it doesn't interest me. The only thing I want to finish is the shrine area. And take a look at our drafting table. All we can do now at this point is remove workbenches. Not going to do that. We may participate. From time to time I'll go to a house that's a work in progress, see that it's a little dark, know that I have goat horns out here, and so I'll go build that stuff. Take those. Dump this off. And get ready to take a final walk around the property for now. I hang on to the leather. And get rid of that straw. I've been packing around Torg's warhorn forever. I've got to do something with it. Yeah, the courier's just gonna, when I walk up to him, he's gonna go, nope, nothing.
Nope, sorry, nothing.
Are you just just lollygagging on my property? What are you doing? Alright, and I want to remember to get a river Betty or two. I can't remember if it's more than one. Bring it up here, release it, start growing my own. Yep. As far as the garden side is concerned, he really is just sort of enjoying watching the chicken, and I don't know if I trust a man who's so fascinated by a hen. Oh, well, what am I going to do? Ah, there's my tanning rack. And there we go. Turn 2 of those leather to strips. Got my chickens. Got my steward hard at work. Not sure where my... I have not yet met my house Carl. I may end up needing to go back to court. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Maybe waiting for me somewhere. I'm not sure. Usually they know when you have given your property, and usually this guy, I can't remember who it is, something with a V, he usually just turns up even before I finished building the home, so maybe it's a problem with my status as Thane. I'll have to check into that. Alright, go back into the house. And grab Villia.
Yes? Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you too. Let's just talk for a while.
Yes?
Is there... First of all, how are your skills?
I'm learning more every day.
Alright, I have sort of neglected her for the last little while, so I'm glad to see that that's not a problem. Look at her health. Her health has gone up another 10. Magic, I think, has taken a little bit of a hike. All of her magic skills across the board have gone up by a point. Light armor, I think, is still at 63 and needs to go up. And boy, she can carry a lot of stuff. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Let's talk.
What's on your mind, friend?
Let's see. Is there anything I could do for you?
Well, if you have a sweet roll, maybe. Or an apple. Or something for me to drink.
Sweet roll or apple? I can remember that. I have a sweet roll for you.
I love sweet rolls. Please give it to me.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. If she says strange in a little while, then I'll know that I received a positive evaluation in her mind, and then she...
If you want me to, I could read a book for you.
Well, I think at this point, Vilya, I forgot to collect her. Let's go ahead and take off.
Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you too. Let's go.
Sure.
All right, and this is the rough construction. When we come back, I think we'll see that some things have been added. Right now, there's nothing in the main hall other than a workbench.
I am glad that the people of Whiterun seem to appreciate Alarm's work at the temple.
Me too.
As her husband Nassim hardly seems to appreciate her at all.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a jerk. All right, let's get out of here. We will come back. For right now, I think I'm going to maybe read that note and see what sort of adventure we have waiting for us there. Time to take a short break, though.